And we're back at it again in the white vans.
We don't have vans or a van.
I miss Vine so much.
Why? It was Vine.
They,
It was really good, but it's not something I really
yeah,
miss.
it was the original TikTok. It was
Yeah.
TikTok before TikTok.
You know, at the same time as Vine, the app that we all have, TikTok, was called Musically.
Yeah.
And I actually had it before it was called TikTok, and they didn't make a new app. They just updated Musically and turned it into TikTok.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What the hell was Musically before?
TikTok.
Well,
It was just, everything was worse. It was TikTok, but just made by 12-year-olds.
Oh. Well, I mean, like, was it like a music platform?
Yeah, it was supposed to be for like dubbing over songs or dubbing over different audios.
You know how long it took me to like realize that the people in the video weren't actually singing?
That's pretty sad.
Yeah, like that was my like first like introduction to TikTok. Like I downloaded it and I remember there was this car with two guys in it, and like the caption was like, they didn't know I could sing,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like singing some song, like, yeah, it was like really good, and I was all like, oh, they can really sing. And then I seen the same thing, like I scrolled up, and it was like, it was the first time I seen a trend.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Why is everybody so pissy about them being owned by China?
Nobody's pissy about it except for the government.
Right? Why are they pissy about it?
I think it's because it became too famous. Like, that's on everybody's phone. Who knows what they could do with it?
Well, they keep on saying, it's like, oh, for the country's safety, and I think it mainly has to do with like, do you know how much China's making off of you, and we could be making that off of you?
Yeah.
So I mean, how many times have they're supposed to make it illegal or whatever? Like,
They were supposed to do it so many times.
the TikTok ban or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like they got like shares of it.
Hashtag ban TikTok.
Yeah, it's like China, like, all right, fine, you can have some stock in it. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to ban it. So that way everybody downloads it so they can see it.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like we got two modes. Like, we're either going to talk about comic books or how much the government sucks.
That's all we can talk about. Speaking of comic books. No, I'm not going to do that to you guys.
I remember we used to talk about conspiracy theories a lot.
Yeah.
I do miss those.
Our conspiracy theories.
But yeah, like, honestly, have you ever really, like, gotten into them?
Yes. I got into them extremely deeply.
What's your favorite one?
There's so many. Probably the Mandela effect is probably my favorite one.
Yeah, I mean,
Would you consider that a conspiracy theory or just a
no,
theory?
I think it's just a theory. I mean, it's
Okay.
kind of a conspiracy theory. It's a weird thing.
The Illuminati is a really cool one.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird how Marvel played that into their little hand.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was like an old comic book thing.
Well, it's still Marvel playing into the conspiracy. It's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, the Illuminati's, they're not real, but they are real kind of deal. Like, but um, they've been around forever, and it's always been a thing of these people behind the scenes making decisions for the greater good.
Yeah.
Is what it's supposed to be or whatever.
I wish people would talk about more often that the Illuminati is on the dollar bill. It's on every dollar bill America has.
Yeah, I mean,
Isn't that kind of weird?
well, I mean, if you stare hard enough at like my drink here, like I got a fruit punch rock star. If you look hard enough at it, you can find some devil symbols. Maybe they did that shit with Monster Energy drinks.
But the dollar bill is like extremely clearly. Like it's not hiding it in any way.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Are you just meaning like as an idea? Like if you look at something long enough, you'll find something.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, because like you don't know what the thought process behind the designing of the dollar bill was.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know why else you would have a pyramid with with third eye and all that, and
Yeah.
like there's several different things where it's like Hey, wait a minute. But
Kind of strange.
yeah, yeah. It like I don't know. My favorite one here lately has been the whole like Anunnaki one.
Anunnaki.
Yeah, like where it's like I mean it's not real clear if they're aliens or actually gods or something, but like uh like the reason we say amen, like at the end of prayers and stuff like that is because of this one god that was a men, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, I've done a lot of TikTok research,
Yeah.
so I don't know shit about it, but like it's really interesting to like watch and listen to and stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, me myself, I still have my religious beliefs that are not Anunnaki, but
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm not religious, so I think that all the stuff is just but I understand it though.
yeah, it's surprising because you do go to church a lot.
Yeah, I went to church a lot growing up, and
Yeah.
then went to church basically every Sunday for like almost a year, a couple of years ago, like 3 years ago, something like that.
Yeah. Some of the worst people I know go to church twice a week.
Which is weird.
I mean, some of the best people I know, like the best people in the world,
Yeah.
they go to church twice a week. But also the worst ones I know, they go to church twice a week.
Yeah.
So,
Makes you think.
well, I mean, there's two reasons why you can go to church. You can go for God and religion, or you can go for, social gains. I mean,
Yeah.
some people just go because it's just the only thing they got. Like they don't want to join they don't want to join a club, or
Yeah.
they're not interested enough to have other hobbies.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, the ones that go, because I don't go like I should, but most people go for the right reasons. But there's always a few, like in anything you do.
Yeah.
So
It's
uh,
interesting.
anyway, yeah, back to the Anunnaki thing. It's like an Egyptian thing, and uh, oh, there were several of them, but like it all ties together. Like it was like like it was this family of gods, and they were like ruling over Egypt and all this stuff. And then they broke up, and then that's how we got these different religions. Like, well, you got the Norse mythology,
Yeah.
and you got like the Greek gods, and that's how it all spread out, was because of this like one family of gods. They just got mad at each other and like split apart.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah, it is. But no,
I had an idea
what?
for our little podcast.
What's up?
I got sent a TikTok by Jamie,
Uh-huh.
been on the podcast before, of course, of wrong answers only for like certain things.
All right, you have to explain it to me.
Okay, so you're supposed to like, what's the best thing to use the toothbrush? Wrong answers only.
Oh,
And then it'd be like,
a toilet brush.
yeah, or a metal pipe.
Mm.
I thought we could make some funny little content off of that.
Okay.
Um,
What kind of question you got?
best thing to wipe your ass with, wrong answers only.
Ugh.
Sandpaper's classic.
Yeah,
Poison ivy.
the old John Wayne toilet paper. Um,
Matches.
uh, metal cleats.
Ugh. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Radiator webbing.
Soggy bread.
Okay, I feel like we're not getting anything funny.
I mean, it's kind of gross. Now, you're the one that brought up the butt stuff.
Yeah. Well, give me one.
Um, Hmm.
Oh, we probably should have talked about this before we started
Yeah,
the
we really should
podcast.
have because yeah, like me trying to think of something off the spot. Like the first thing came to my mind is, like, yeah, what would you use for tires on your car? Wrong answers only.
Children.
Okay.
That's a pretty bad answer.
Yeah, that was quick.
I was thinking of the worst possible thing you could think of.
I
That's
mean,
awful.
you're not going to get real good tread, I guess. They're probably not high speed rated. Uh, hmm.
What
Yeah.
else could be a worst thing to use as a tire?
I was gonna go with like a bowling ball or something. I didn't know we were going that dark.
Well, you say that, so I went for the first worst thing I could think of, and it was children.
I mean,
Because that's like the most awful thing.
you're not wrong.
I know.
Like that is a wrong answer. Maybe just not the right wrong answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if we continue, we're going to get canceled.
Yeah. Okay, what you got
On what?
for this podcast?
Man, it's my birthday tomorrow. Like,
Oh yeah, it's your birthday tomorrow,
yeah, my birthday tomorrow. I shouldn't have to.
and we just had Father's Day.
Yeah. And I just got drunk at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Margaritas.
Wasted away.
No, dude, I was fucking Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, I know. I had to ride home with you.
Yeah.
We listened to Heart Shaped Box,
Yes.
and then right after that, Hit 'Em Up, Tupac.
Yeah. And then you got mad at me because I don't like Pink Floyd.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up
Why do you like them?
because it's not a normal band. It's like they're actually making like a story
Uh-huh.
with every song. It's a full story. It's not just like oh, I went to the barn and I picked some hay and I stumbled on the farmer's daughter. It's not just some random song. Like it's a full story they tell
Yeah.
in the whole song. Even if they don't say a single word, you just it's kind of like watching a play unfold.
Uh-huh.
That's why.
Yeah, I listen to the radio for like music. Like,
It's like art.
yeah,
It's musical art.
I'm not drinking margaritas to ride home to be inspired. You know,
I think you're just a hater.
I want to hear about bitches and money.
Well, that's why we played Hit 'Em Up first.
That's right. A little bit of Tupac.
Haters gonna hate. Hate.
I really enjoyed The Wall, the movie.
Yeah.
So I get what you're talking about. I do feel like like I was trying some extracurricular stuff, I would understand that movie better.
Yeah.
No. I watched it drunk, so I got kind of half of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something a little more potent. I think probably I would have understood that movie better. But
It's just such a deep dive you can do with it. Boy, I just love it.
How long was that song that we listened to on the way back? It was like the whole fucking car ride.
It was 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck needs a 13-minute song?
Me. I enjoy every single second of that 13 minutes.
It's like,
I'm pretty sure it was Shine on You Like a Crazy Diamond, I think is what it was.
Listening to Pink Floyd's a lot like arguing with a girl. Like
It's Shine on You Crazy Diamond, parts 1 through 5.
They never get to the fucking point.
Yeah.
They just keep dragging it on and on and on, That's why you listen to fucking Nickelback. It's just right there. It's done. It's over.
I thought you hated Nickelback.
I do hate Nickelback.
I don't know why. You just hate Nickelback because everyone else hates Nickelback. They're a good band.
I hated them first.
They're a good band. That song, I can agree, is stupid. But they have just some classic divorced dad rock songs.
Yeah, what the hell was what's that other divorced dad rock song?
Creed. Anything Creed.
Yeah, I think it was Creed, and then they put like dubstep in it.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Oh, it was so good.
That's one thing I am really happy that we have TikTok for, is like all the song mashups they make. They wouldn't expect to be amazing, but they're like holy. They're amazing. They're so good.
Yeah, but yeah, Like I could almost see all the like the fucking jean shorts and the tucked in polos
And the eyeliner.
and the New Balance shoes. Like there's
Oh, we're going for two different kinds of people.
yeah, like I'm looking at the divorced dad part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't know what you were looking at.
Yeah, polo tucked in, aviators, ball cap,
Yeah.
call it a day, mowing the yard.
Yeah.
You know, my divorced dad growing up did not look like that.
No, because I was at work.
Yeah. He had fucked up feet and wore torn up shirts.
So, because I was always on.
It was on that ball.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't regret working a lot whenever I was younger, but yeah, it's kind of nice slowing down a little bit now. But
You know, one thing I did see, like from TikTok recently, was someone was explaining, um, like watching like your idol slow down
mhm,
fucking breaks your heart.
yeah,
And like watching this TikTok, I was like, oh, ow, because you're starting to get to that age where you're slowing down.
yeah,
Like not like, oh my gosh, we're back. You know, it's just like you're not doing all the exciting stuff anymore. It's just kind of it's all about being home and being happy. You know.
yeah, yeah. Like I don't like adventures as much as I used to.
Yeah.
You know, and like I still enjoy work and like like going to like St. Louis and doing that up there. It was a lot of hard work. Go up there and it at least makes me feel alive. It's hard to not feel alive whenever you feel like you want to die. But it's just I don't know. But yeah, as far as like the other stuff, I'm just kind of you know like I really wanted to say yeah about going to that concert.
Yeah.
With you and your friends. But
It'd be fun.
yeah,
You're just too old for it, I feel like now.
well,
In the most respectful way possible. You're just too old for it.
oh no, like physically, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm too old for it.
Yeah.
Right? I'm afraid that mentally, I won't realize that I'm too old for it in the moment.
You'll break something.
Oh, like I will make some poor life decisions at that concert. I know that.
That's kind of where we want you to go. We're not wanting you to go so you can make good decisions.
Yeah, but I mean, like I I don't want to. It's hard for me to think about, like in 10 years, whenever you and your friends all get together for the first time in a long time and gets to that quiet moment in the conversation. You're like, hey, you remember whenever your dad went streaking and he like danced with that stripper? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need that in your conversation, Like, I much prefer, like, hey, you remember when your dad was sleeping all the time? Man, he snores loud.
Yeah.
Not, like, yeah, no, he did like a line of coke off a hooker's ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, it's dad lore.
because there's really only a couple modes I got. I got like first gear, second gear, third gear.
Yeah.
Third gear's not good.
Third gear gets a little squirrely.
Yeah, that's where I like throw you my wallet. Like bail me out. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be some funny shit.
I'm still so full from like we promised we wouldn't eat before podcast for this very reason.
I still haven't shit yet, so we're on T minus.
Oh,
I had a lot of queso.
so good to be young.
I find that so weird that some people they'll have dairy and they'll just absolutely shit their brains out.
Yeah, lactose intolerant.
Yeah, but then there's people like me that have dairy and I'm like,
I don't know.
like there's a red light for
Do not pass go.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little blockade. Yeah, I don't know. Like I wasn't lactose intolerant. Like I don't know, but it just like comes on. Like eventually you will be, and you'll be like, "Hey, what happened?"
What the hell, man? What the hell happened?
Jamie, he was showing me his signature.
His signature?
Yeah,
Like just the signature he writes?
yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
I mean, I don't know. It's been so long since I like looked at somebody else's signature.
Have you not seen my signature before?
I feel like I have, but I don't know. It's like it's a lost art,
Yeah.
and like,
I take my signature very seriously.
well, like, did they teach you guys cursive in school?
Yeah. We were one of the last grades to ever learn cursive. Apparently they stopped teaching it.
Really?
Yeah. I was told that. I don't know how true it is, but I was told that I was one of the last like grades to learn one of the last classes to learn cursive
Yeah.
because no one uses it anymore. And college, you're supposed to write and print, and
Yeah.
the rest of high school, you're supposed to write and print. So they kind of gave up on it.
Well, I mean, do you think that we still should?
So should teach cursive?
Yeah.
It's not necessary. I mean, you don't really use it. It's a cool skill to have, but I mean, if you're trying to read like old letters from your grandparents or whatever,
Yeah.
then yeah, it'd be nice to know cursive. But I don't know, people who do cursive now, like do cursive so shittily you can't read it anyway. Even if you know cursive.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what cursive is. Like, is like cursive. Cursive is only as good as the penmanship that you have, and
My cursive is like textbook cursive. I
yeah,
do really well in my cursive.
right. But I mean, like, you had to like concentrate, and you had to practice it and do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, I don't think we have enough of that in school. Like, what are we in a hurry for?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, so we can pump out more kids to go to the workforce.
well, I mean, they're not they're not really teaching that much shit in school anyway. Like, they ain't teach you about taxes.
That's one thing that pisses me off. Like I did a full
Mhm.
career of high school and elementary school and middle school, and even did a semester of college. And I never learned one damn thing about taxes. One of the most important things you have to do as an adult.
Yeah.
Didn't get taught a single lick of it.
Yeah.
I had a finances class and we still didn't learn about taxes.
Hmm. But I mean, that's like, they don't teach you. They don't teach you a lot of things that are like real world applicable.
Yeah,
And I feel like I used that word correctly.
you did.
So I really hope I did. They didn't teach me
Applicable, applying is what
Yeah.
applicable means. So
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't teach me that in school either.
So they did teach me that one.
And I didn't teach me that. But yeah, it's like I don't understand. It's like, I understand not teaching cursive, but I still think they should.
I mean, it's a good skill to have. But I don't think it's that necessary.
Well, it's not necessary, but the act of writing in cursive is not necessary.
Yeah.
But the practice and the concentration that it takes for the kids to learn how to do that,
Yeah, I could see that being important.
I mean, that's why like fucking China and Japan are like kicking our asses because they still teach penmanship.
Yeah.
Like they still have those classes where they have to do that.
They teach real world shit instead of what America teaches us.
Well, like our school system's like a factory. Like,
Yeah.
we just keep pumping them out, right? And then like we just keep pushing them until they go to college, so that way we can get this whole generation in debt. Now they're indebted to us through these government grants and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then now they have to do what we say because now they owe us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the government's supposed to owe the people. Like, the people, that's why we pay taxes, because we're in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've forgotten that over the years, of course. Um, but you go to like other countries, and like, you have this certain amount of years of like elementary school
Mhm.
where you're learning the basics and everything, and then once you get like into middle school and you have a direction that you want to go, like, you like to mental health and stuff. Well, then you would go to this school over here. But Jamie likes carpentry and
Yeah.
working with his hands. So he would go across town to this other one. And you would learn your trade, he would learn his trade. I like doing other stuff. So then I would go off to this other one.
Yeah.
Like, everybody would separate into like what they wanted to do. You want to learn about music, you want to learn about this, and that was your schooling. and you could actually go into the career that you wanted to. Like you were already hit the ground running before you even go to college. So you had time to like, you know what, I really don't like this, or I don't want to work with my hands. I'd much rather do this. So I don't know.
You know what I really miss?
I don't know how that came out of cursive. But
I miss, like, what the hell happened to John Stamos?
the Greek god?
No, John Stamos, the actor.
Yeah, the Greek god.
Yeah. Where'd he go? He just kind of fell off the face of the planet.
Well, he got old.
Yeah, but he's still John Stamos.
He's
Like,
still,
what happened?
he still is a handsome son of a bitch.
Like, where's he at? I haven't seen him in anything.
I'm sure. Well, no. I mean, what are you gonna put him in?
Modern Family. I put him in. I put him in Marvel.
I really did. I was hoping to like not talk about Marvel, but now I have to. What fucking character would John Stamos play in Marvel?
If he had that like pissed off attitude, he wouldn't have been a bad Wolverine.
Huh?
John Stamos wouldn't have been that bad as Wolverine.
Jesse from Full House
Yeah,
as Wolverine.
Uncle Jesse. Yeah, he's got that just thing about him.
Uh-huh.
I feel like if he could carry the pissed off attitude all the time and like built some muscle, I think he could be a Wolverine.
He's got a weird belly button.
You got a weird belly button.
No, look it up.
I don't think I want to.
No, seriously, look up John Stamos' belly button.
What does that have to do with Wolverine?
It shows why he can't be Wolverine. Wolverine runs around with his shirt off and shit.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Look at it.
John Stamos' belly button. Oh, he does have a weird belly
I
button.
told you.
I never knew that about John Stamos.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, you want to see something more fucked up? Look at LeBron James' feet.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh,
Yeah, he doesn't fucked up
how the
feet.
fuck's he walk around on them nuts?
See, John Stamos could still be. Yeah, he could still be Wolverine. I can see it.
Nah, dude.
Have you seen Outer Banks?
No.
Okay, then never mind. He looks a lot like um the one like rich villain in Outer Banks. Like right now he does. I forget his name. He's 60 years old.
Oh, yeah?
Holy shit.
Dude, I'm 43 tomorrow. Like,
Man. But like I watched Full House.
you watch reruns.
I still watched Full House.
Reruns?
Yeah, but to me it was like a staple of my childhood. It might have been reruns, but it was still important to me, and now he's 60 years old.
Yeah, but I mean, I watched reruns of Jefferson, and I knew that guy was old.
It's just crazy. He does a weird belly button though.
Told
It
you.
looks like a tumor.
I feel like everybody's gonna be like looking that up now.
You know how like Spotify started putting them like timestamps for our episodes. This is just going to be John Stamos belly button, or Google John Stamos.
I forgot that they did that.
I think they still do it. I don't know. I haven't listened to our episodes in a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did check out last episode, and it was echoey in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to do it this time. Fingers knock on wood.
It went back and forth. Like it was echoey, then it wasn't, then it was, then it wasn't.
I don't know what happened because nothing changed. Like we did the exact same settings. Everything was the same.
Yeah, but we were sitting closer.
Barely, not by a lot, like a foot.
No, I mean I was all the way over there. I was.
I'm just finding something to argue about now.
You always want to argue with me. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Speaking of arguing, what do you got on that topic thing over there?
We're talking about stuff.
Not anymore.
So,
No, we went from penmanship to John Stamos' belly button.
yeah.
I think we can jump to something random here.
Well, and you thought he'd be a good Wolverine.
He would have been. He would have been a really good Superman. John Stamos would have been an amazing. No, better Batman. He'd be a better Batman.
Yeah, a good 5 foot tall superhero.
I could see.
Nothing says intimidation like a miniature Batman.
I could see John Stamos being Batman. That'd be pretty sick. John Stamos as Bruce Wayne. You know how cool that would be?
Yeah, no, it
Yes,
wouldn't.
he has that swag about him. He could do it.
Oh my fucking god!
That would be so cool. I'm kind of mad that it hasn't happened yet.
Like all the credibility you just had about comic books is fucking gone.
Whole movies is different. Movies, I can make all the obnoxious thoughts I want. John Stamos as Batman would be so cool.
Uh-huh.
Who would be a good Batman in your books? Like, that hasn't been. He's better than fucking Ben Affleck.
I mean, it's not.
John Stamos is a better pick than Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck did a fucking good job.
He did not even an okay job.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now you're just.
The only reason he got any money is because they put Superman in his movies.
Oh, you fucking fanboy. You're like, oh,
John Stamos would have been a sick Batman.
uh-huh.
Okay, who would you say would be a good Batman? It hasn't been.
And so whenever you get angry because like everybody, my age didn't like Hayden Christensen as fucking Darth Vader.
Anakin, but yeah.
Oh, we were all so wrong. And you guys are just mean fanboys. And here you are, but Ben Affleck. I can't wait till your kid goes, Ben Affleck was the best Batman.
I'd sock him. Equal rights, equal lefts, baby. He can catch it.
It's not my grandkid.
If he ever, oh my gosh, you would have to adopt him.
Nah.
I'd kick him to the street.
Oh, he'd be in the will immediately. Like, I'd write you right out of it.
Oh my gosh, I would take his room.
Yeah.
I would turn his room into a home gym or something, like something stupid.
What are you going to do with all the Ben Affleck posters, though?
I have a good bonfire.
But back to the whole, like, it's not an original idea, but I thought it was cool. But, that Amazon show Reacher?
Yeah.
The guy that played on it.
The Jack Goal something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He expressed an interest in doing it. And I thought he would be good. But the guy that I think would do better,
okay,
and you're going to be upset because I can't remember his name, but I know he was in Smallville.
Tom Welling?
No. He was in Smallville for like a little bit and Supernatural, and he played Soldier Boy.
He played Soldier Boy?
Yeah.
Oh, Jensen Ackles?
Yeah. He would make a great fucking Batman.
Fuck you. No, he would not.
How? How would it? He already voiced him.
He would not be a good Batman.
He voiced the animated version of Batman.
He's too moody and he's such a heartthrob. He can't be Batman.
You're just fucking mad because he played Soldier Boy better than Chris Evans did Captain America.
That's fucked. You're just finding something to argue about now.
Now.
Really?
Yeah, he was more realistic.
I'm actually getting pissed off a little bit. A little bit. You can go fuck yourself, old man.
It was the more realistic.
Wow. Jensen Ackles is better at Soldier Boy than wow. You can go fuck yourself.
It's so rare.
Actually, like, my blood pressure's rising.
He's like getting ready to leave.
I gotta stop recording.
And we're done.
No, we can't go that far.
You can't talk about America's ass like that.
That's so
we can talk about religion. We can use kids as tires, but we can't talk about Captain America.
God, man. I'm literally like, I feel like I'm turning red. Like, I'm pissed off.
You are turning red.
I'm a little pissed off.
So
Jensen fucking Ackles would be better. Man.
To calm your tits a little bit.
You better.
I don't believe that Soldier Boy was better than Captain America.
Damn right you don't.
But
jackass.
He did do a good Batman voice.
What was he the Batman voice of? Like in what?
It was one of the animated movies.
Okay, because he got a good voice, whatever. Morgan Freeman could voice Batman well.
Imagine that.
That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about their voice. We're talking about what brings to the character.
I still wish I could do Morgan Freeman impersonation.
Morgan Freeman.
It was just so I could say, like, for Gotham.
Just as for Gotham. Yeah. I can't do one.
Shit, what were we going to talk about?
Who would be a good Batman? Like, actually. I really can't say Jensen Ackles. That's fucked. It's fucked up, Dad. It's fucked up.
Okay, so I didn't want to talk about any of this shit. Like, I wanted to make one podcast where we
Caitlin
weren't.
Clark would be a better Batman than Jensen Ackles.
I would agree with that as long as Angel Reese was the fucking Joker.
Okay, what were you not gonna say?
Oh, like I really I didn't want to talk about Marvel comics or Star Wars at all. But fuck it, we're here.
This is too good of content to
Maybe,
pass up.
maybe the next podcast we won't talk about it.
Yeah, right.
Um, I don't know who would make a good Batman like that. Robert Pattinson. Everybody thought that that was going to be shit, and I mean, it wasn't because of his Batman. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it was a great movie, but I did think that it was better than the standard DC shit that they've been pumping out.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson's Batman wasn't that bad. You're gonna hate me for this. I preferred it over Ben Affleck's. Ben Affleck's Batman was so bad to me.
Ben Affleck is to you what Nickelback is to me.
That's funny.
Yeah, like
Put that on a
I
t-shirt.
don't know why.
bitches.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't like him, but I don't.
He's just whenever I think of Batman, I don't think of Ben Affleck, and I just don't think he portrayed the idea well.
When I think of Batman, I think of Michael Keaton.
That's what I think of.
Yeah, like that. That to
No,
me, that was
sorry.
my Batman.
That's not what I meant. Not Michael Keaton.
Yeah, you're thinking Christian Bale.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah. No, I thought Michael Keaton. I've never fucking thought George Clooney or Val Kilmer.
Which Batman had the nipples built in the suit?
George Clooney.
Yeah, no, that was not a good
I
one.
think George Clooney.
I actually kind of thought it was Michael Keaton.
No,
I thought he had a weird suit though. He couldn't turn his head. I remember that.
yeah, he couldn't turn his head, but he was wearing fucking Air Jordans.
Was he?
Yeah, that was the shoe for his suit.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were Air Jordans.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, he still got them.
Really?
Yeah,
That's actually pretty
that's
cool.
honestly that is the only reason why I'd ever want to be an actor, just so I could be a fucking hoarder.
So you can be a thief.
Yeah.
I did the same shit though.
Oh yeah. Like I mean, if I was Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool, like you damn right, I'm gonna have the suit. I'm gonna have the suit, the swords, because I just want to be able to put it on whenever the fuck I want.
Somebody, whenever I was looking up for your Father's Day birthday gift, somebody has the screen used pistols from Deadpool 1.
Oh wow, that'd be cool.
And they're like made of rubber, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
But they actually have like the screen used pistols for it.
Yeah, my game room is starting to look like fucking Nerdotopia.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of a game room. You don't have a game room to pull bitches. You have a
No,
game room for nerd shit.
you want to know the whole reason why I started like making a game room?
Why?
So, because I'm fully aware that if I ever get into another relationship, which I don't think I will, but if I did,
Wah, wah.
um, I'm fully prepared to reside to one room in the house. She can have the rest of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can have the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, the upstairs, everywhere. She can have it everywhere. Just leave me in my game room. Let me have my nerd shit.
Yeah.
It's my own little personal Ben Affleck Batcave.
Speaking of nerd room, the gift I got you I was talking about came in the mail.
Yeah.
Was it acceptable?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. I almost didn't give it to you.
Well, Jamie he goes, oh, I know, because he was asking me about it and everything. I was like, yeah, it's right there, and da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, it's 321 out of 1500. And he's like, you must like it if you remember the number.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like it. I think it looks cool. I really want to take the pins out, though. I know I can't.
Promise me you won't do that.
I promise I won't do it. I just really want to.
Why? For what? You won't wear them.
Because the other kids at school will think I'm cool if I wear them.
Then go buy some fucking pins. You don't have to be the limited edition signed by Stan Lee pins.
Yeah, but that's some shit like little kids would do. Like they don't realize what it is. It's like in the Sandlot whenever they're playing with fucking Babe Ruth's baseball.
Yeah.
I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We needed a baseball. We were playing.
I don't know. Some guy made a candy bar.
Oh, wait, hold on. What do you mean? I need to watch that movie again.
Yeah. You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm so excited to read the new comic book you got. Oh, like it's like the full collection origin of Wolverine.
Did you hear that?
I heard something go.
It has my fucking hip.
Well, you'll get that.
I'm so excited for it. Yeah, you wonder why I don't do random hookups.
Probably because it ended on an ambulance ride.
You never have girls over, Dad. Because it'll hurt.
What kid is complaining about? Dad, you never have any girls over.
What my
What
dad?
the hell?
Well, it's actually reversed. It's like my dad was complaining that I didn't have girls over.
That's funny.
Yeah, because after he got sick and stuff, he moved in with me, and huh, I figured you'd have more girls over. And I said, well, Dad, it's kind of hard to like go on a date and like kind of come back and get romantic and trying to set the mood. And we walk in, and you're in there shitting with the fucking bathroom door open. And I'm like, you gonna have fun? Well, let me meet the young lady.
I did walk by the bathroom a couple times. That happened. But it was a shorter walk. You didn't have to walk to the complete other side of the bathroom, close the door.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
just
get why he did.
Come in, drop it, and go. You know.
Yeah, like he was around the corner, But yeah, I mean, that was just one of his little things, But
That's funny.
and my dad was so weird. Like he was funny. I loved him, but
Man, he got around so fast on that walker.
yeah,
He was like the speed of light.
I should have seen him whenever he was younger, though. Like,
I've seen him when he was younger. It's maybe not as young as you, but
but nah, like back whenever me and your mom first started dating. Uh, I mean, everybody's got kind of a stereotypical, young love relationship and everything, where everybody kind of goes through the same issues. I feel like my situation was different because I had to explain to my fairly new girlfriend that whenever she does meet my dad, there is a good chance he's going to call you a heifer. Um,
or Gertrude or
and-
whatever.
No, it was going to be heifer
Oh, okay.
because he done that shit to Jeremy. And
I still think that's so funny. You guys call him Jeremy.
okay,
Sorry, yeah.
yeah. But shit, where was I? Anyway, so I'm trying to explain to your mom that he's going to call you a heifer, but it's a good thing. And then I have to explain to this girl why being called a cow is in the roundabout way a good thing.
Took a little explainage there.
Oh my god, yeah, and of course, without fail,
Yeah.
oh, you're a cute little heifer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that was like, that heifers were money.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you saying?
I think it's funny that you guys call him Jeremy. It's not his name.
Okay, you say it.
Jeremy.
That's what I said.
You say Jeremy.
Okay,
Like the things you have on your
and
hands.
what are you saying?
Jeremy. J-R-Me.
Jeremy.
No. It's not the same thing.
Say it again.
Jeremy.
Okay, remember that whole conversation we had about cursive
Yeah.
and how it's not useful? Put a little accent somewhere in the middle don't mean shit. All
That
right.
second E is important.
Is there two E's in it?
Yes.
I don't think so.
J-E-R-E-M-Y.
Nah, M1.
See, if it was just M-Y, then sure, it'd be Jeremy.
It's Jeremy.
It's Jeremy. Brian, back me up.
It's Jeremy.
That's one thing I love about this podcast. I can say whatever the fuck I want, and Brian's going to back me up. I can say, yeah, the sky was a little red today, and Brian will be like, yeah, I thought it was kind of weird. He'll never agree with you. I think it's so funny.
I mean, he might.
Probably not. It's Jeremy, and he knows.
You see, now you're just trying to say it different.
It is Jeremy.
Okay.
Okay, we're kind of losing people here.
We lost them a long time ago.
On episode
Right after the
one.
Anunnaki.
We lost them on episode 1.
We started so good. Like we started getting into conspiracy theories and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about John Stamos, man?
I don't know why you went with John Stamos.
While you were talking, blabbering about whatever you were talking about, I was like, yeah, I miss John Stamos.
Yeah, I said Greek god. Immediately, like, oh, John Stamos.
Yeah, I made the connection. What can you say?
The hell kind of connections that? Um, yeah, I don't know. God, you got me all wrapped up in John Stamos.
If you had a lightsaber,
Jesus Christ.
what color lightsaber would you have?
Titty pink.
Why?
I don't know. Who else has it?
There are others. But yeah, there's pink lightsabers.
Well, according to what is soon to be your new favorite show,
I had such high hopes for it.
lightsaber colors don't mean anything.
In that Acolyte show.
In Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah. I was so excited for that show. So many people were talking it up.
You have got to watch the interviews for that.
For the Acolyte show?
Yeah, like where they're like interviewing like the characters and the director and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, nerds are gay.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh. Really?
yeah. I was like, wait, I thought we couldn't say that no more. Like,
Wait a minute. Wait, hold yours.
yeah, but I mean, like that verbatim. That's what she said. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, my world nerds are gay. I'm like, that didn't sound like a compliment.
No. Really?
Yeah, like I'm offended as a nerd,
Yeah, I'm offended.
and
as
I
a
got
nerd.
some friends that are gay that would be offended for the gay part. So, like between the two of us, we can agree.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, all the people that I know that are gay do really like Marvel. But we're not gay and we love Marvel, so we should be offended.
What?
Fuck her.
No, like, dude, like seriously, like after we're done here, you can watch the cast interviews.
The cast interviews?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that. I'm not starting the show until after I finish Big Bang Theory again.
Yeah, because one of the Jedi guys in there, he goes, I don't know what the context of the question was, but he's all like, well, if you don't think that Anakin didn't kill a bunch of people whenever he blew up the Death Star, it's like, who? Who did that?
I did see part of that on TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's one of the Jedi's in that
I
show.
remember something about that. They didn't know that Anakin and Darth Vader were the same people.
Yeah, like the writers I've never even seen Star Wars.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and she's like, well, George Lucas doesn't know everything about Star Wars. It's like he fucking made it.
He fucking made it.
If it randomly pops up in his head,
That's like saying
that's
water.
canon.
It's like saying water doesn't know anything about rain. Like,
Yeah, it's eventually rain.
doesn't make any sense. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, now I will have to go watch those.
Oh yeah, and I watched the first, I want to say 3 episodes.
Of the Acolyte.
And like it starts off really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like really good. And like the character's mysterious, and like there's this Jedi and they're all like a Jedi,
Yeah.
and then you got this bad guy, you're like, oh, what is this? How does she know the Force? She don't use a lightsaber? This is weird. Like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow we transition into okay, so you know how Anakin was born of the Force?
Yeah.
That basically it was the story of the Virgin Mary is where they got that from. Like there's no dad. The Force impregnated.
Is that canon or
Yeah.
is this Acolyte?
No, that's canon. That's
Okay.
that's pottery, like episode 1.
Episode 1, Darth Vader's already.
No, prequel episode 1, like
Oh, okay.
actual episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they talk about that.
I thought he just didn't know his parents. And he just lived with his uncle and his aunt.
No, Well, you're gonna have to
Oh,
raise
wait,
him
no,
like
he does live
all
with
of
his mom.
it.
But
Yeah.
who's the man that lives with him?
There is no man that lives with him.
Oh, shit, I have to rewatch.
Yeah. Apparently, you need to brush
Fuck.
back up.
Yeah, Anakin's my favorite character, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a kid, he raised ponds. He worked on Snap.
But he found an angel. You look like an angel.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into that.
Natalie Portman.
We'll get into that whole pedophilia thing
Fucking
later.
love Natalie Portman.
Gosh, she's hot.
Me and Austin were talking about this today.
Uh, but anyway, so he was born of the Force, So it was a Virgin Mary thing, right? So not to be outdone,
Mhm.
the Force also apparently impregnated two lesbian witches. Yeah.
Okay.
So we like it started off great, and then it fucking just skids right off in the fucking left lane. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god! And then there's the message and everything.
I hate that shit.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. It's all about equality and diversity, and
I didn't know that Anakin was born through the Force.
yeah,
That's kind of like fucking with my head.
yeah. Like he didn't. Yeah, it was the whole like.
Or is that just what the mom said?
Isn't that what the Virgin Mary said too?
That's what I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, but that's where the story comes from. Like,
Yeah.
he was basically like forced Jesus. Yeah.
I am Marvel Jesus.
Yeah. So like, yeah. And then forced Jesus turned bad. And then he turned good. And then he turned handsome. I don't know how I did that.
God, I love Anakin. Okay.
Yeah. Did you ever watch like the original like film of it where like it showed like Darth Vader as a Force ghost, right? But it wasn't Hayden. It wasn't the Darth Vader you know.
Really?
Yeah, like the old clip of it was like the guy that was in the suit.
Really?
Yeah, and then
Then they changed it?
yeah, that's fucked up. I thought,
No. Fuck him.
but like they took his ghost out and put his in, but like the guy had already died, so he was like already a ghost. Yeah. So they took his ghost out, and yeah,
Huh.
yeah, it was like fucked up. Yeah, like the actor had died in real life.
So they removed him?
They ended up removing him to put.
I would have put Hayden Christensen too, though.
Wait, 30 years later, whatever it was, 20 years later.
Yeah, it's Hayden Christensen. He is the face of Darth Vader.
Yeah, I know he is now, but back then,
Darth Vader didn't have a face. He's been the face.
his face was the mask back in the day. Like that was it. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that back then it was like shocking. I was like, why? What? Like,
Yeah.
why are you changing this already masterpiece?
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, we might as well just fucking pack up and go to a Comic Con.
I want to go to one so bad. I know you were trying to find that as like a, oh my gosh, we're such nerds.
Yeah.
But like, I want to.
I
so
know,
bad.
I do too. I do too. And the thing that I'm worried about the most is how much fucking money I'll spend there.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to sell the car before we go.
Fuck you. Like you still owe payments. What are you talking about? Yeah, I
I'll probably spend thousands.
I don't know. I mean, you work in like psychology field, like
Yeah.
what is the deal with like the nerd stuff and all? Like, what do you think? I mean, I know you don't know or done research, but like,
I've done research on hyperfixation.
what is it? Is that what it is? Hyperfixation? Like,
I think it depends on the.
why do we like make believe so much?
I think it depends on the nerd, but I guess like in our position, it's something that we never like. It's so out of reach that we get to have our little taste. Like we're putting ourselves in that spot. Like, oh my gosh, all these amazing things that we could never do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this is so cool. That's how I think of it. Like we just see ourselves in that position. Like, oh my gosh, if that was able to happen, that'd be so cool. and then we learn all the details about it, the story and whatnot, and then it feels real to us.
Hmm.
Like it'd be the same thing like if superheroes were real, like in the real world, and everybody would be obsessed with them. Everybody in the entire world would be obsessed with superheroes because now they don't have to like, oh my gosh, that's weird. They're just watching movies or looking at books. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a bunch of random nonsense. If superheroes were real, everybody would be obsessed with it.
Mm.
Not just the select few that find joy in it. And it's a sense of creativity that we don't have that we get to find.
Expand on that. Like, what do you mean?
Like we don't have the creativity to make characters like that. Like everything that we could create as like a character has already been created. So we just find the one that we really like and go with it. Like out of the Avengers, my favorite Avenger is Captain America.
Mm.
Because, oh my gosh, a guy gets injected with all this stuff, he's super strong, and he's got an awesome shield. Like he's just a super soldier. Whenever you first think of like, oh, I want to make a superhero, you just think of someone really, really strong. You know,
Yeah.
without any background knowledge, you're just like, oh, superhero? Okay, a hero would be like a firefighter. Make him super, make him strong. And that's like Captain America is the simplest of all superheroes.
Yeah.
And that's why so many people like him, because he's easy to imagine. Same with Iron Man. He's easy to imagine. He has no abilities. He's just rich. That's why people also really like Batman.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Batman, he had more of a, like, Batman's whole story is like revenge. And Iron Man, Iron Man in the comic book, like his whole like motivation was that he was an alcoholic. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like he had like a whole like, I mean, it wasn't like a whole arc, but he had several episodes, or yeah, that's how they call comic books.
Like a series?
Yeah,
Or like
yeah,
a collection of?
yeah, but like whenever like you buy one comic, it's like, is it an episode?
No, it'd be one comic,
Yeah, they got another word for it. Anyway,
one book.
but he had I don't know, three or four where like he was battling alcoholism.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a cool thing, but he wasn't even supposed to be like very popular. Like he wasn't supposed to be the most popular out of the Avengers, like the movie.
In the beginning of comic books, he was absolutely not the most popular.
Yeah,
He
like,
looked like an idiot in the
yeah,
beginning.
like nobody really liked him, or like he was very low rated.
Yeah.
And then RDJ came in and fucking just knocked it out of the park. Like you have to love him.
Yeah.
So
John Stamos would have been a good Iron Man.
God, get off of John Stamos. He ain't calling. All right.
He ain't calling.
He's not going to answer your letters.
Delete my number.
He's not going to sign your starter cap. Yeah, I went Eminem on that one.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, that's probably the psychology of it. We hyperfixate on things that are out of our reach.
like video games, I could understand. I wrap my head around the, like I feel out of control all day, and this is something that I can't control.
Yeah.
Like I understand that, but yeah, as far as like, why did I like Star Trek so much?
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoy looking towards the future. And I do get sad that I'm not going to be around to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if I had to pick some kind of power, I mean, I know a lot of people wouldn't want to be immortal, but I would be.
I would not.
Oh, I would love it.
You would watch me die. You would watch Jamie die.
Mhm.
You would watch everybody in your entire world love and die.
Yeah.
And anybody in the future you ever love, you'll watch them die.
Yeah.
That's not a good power to have. You seen how Omni-Man reacted.
Right. But eventually, um, you run out.
What do you mean you run out?
Like,
Immortal means forever.
right. But, like, I mean, how much I couldn't imagine, like, ever, like, I love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't ever see that duplicating.
Okay.
So I'd only have to deal with it, the one time.
So then why would you want to be immortal?
So I can see what comes next.
Hmm.
Like like I don't like people really. You know what I mean? Like I have a hard time making connections and like I don't know, like I've got a totally different podcast worth of issues whenever it comes to intimacy and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
it, it is a little crippling. I will say.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Anyway, we'll get into that some other time. But you know, I am a fan of like humankind. You know, like as a whole.
You're starting to sound like Magneto a little bit.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't mean
I'm a
to.
fan of it, but
Well, I mean, just like the personal aspect of it, like you know, like I have a hard time with that. But like you know, I think it's interesting where we're going. I mean, you know, just I mean, where we've come in my lifetime to where we are now, right, as fucking leaps and bounds.
yeah.
You know, I mean, I remember when there was no internet.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah, 3 channels on the TV. You know, I mean, if I the older people still listen to radio.
I listen to radio.
No, I mean like for shows.
Oh.
Like the Shadow Knows. Like that was still a thing for like the older people. Like my grandma still listened to that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of got me into it. It's interesting. But you know, like so what the hell are we gonna do in the next 43 years?
Yeah.
You know, so
A lot of super cool shit, I'm sure.
yeah,
Or a lot of really bad shit, I'm sure.
yeah. I mean, like there'd be a lot of like I feel like we would skirt off into a way that I would hate to see. I don't think I would do anything with the power outside of watch.
Hmm.
You know, like I wouldn't be all like, I'm immortal, so give me all your shit. You know, like
Yeah.
or like, oh well, I'll handle it because I'm immortal. You know, I'm not gonna do that. Like,
Putting them kids.
no, like I mean, I would probably just, you know, I think I would like after everybody I know is gone, I would just travel.
Yeah.
You know, and just go wherever. You know, doesn't matter where I go. You know what's going to happen to me. The worst thing that can happen is that you die, and I can't do that. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
who knew that superpowers could be so deep?
What would be my superpower? I don't know. I think being able to control metal would be really cool.
Yeah,
Like, I want to be Magneto. Because if I had to pick, like, would I be a superhero or a villain? I would be a villain.
yeah, but you're not Jewish. Like, you know that was like his backstory.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in Auschwitz.
yeah. Um, not to get off of superheroes and whatnot. But I did see on Facebook that your aunt and uncle are having their. I think it's an annual now. It might as well be. I expect T-shirts, but they're going to have their 4th of July water park kickball thing.
Yeah, that is so much fun.
Yeah,
Slip and slide kickball.
my hips still hurt from like 3 years ago.
I don't think you should participate this year.
Oh,
I don't think you'll be able to next year.
yeah. Well, I mean, I still got my dad's walker, so I mean, might as well use it.
I'm not going to baby you. When we have to come up here and do podcasts, I'm going to kick you up the stairs until you make it.
Nah, I'll get one of those lift chairs, you know, take me up the stairs.
I always wanted to use one of those just to use one.
Why does that not surprise me?
Because imagine you just take like the little power governor off and just right at the top and like go out the roof.
You'd have to watch the movies Gremlins to
I've
see
seen
that.
Gremlins.
What?
Do they do that in Gremlins?
Yeah, they have it on there.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, like this old lady, like has cats and stuff. And one of the Gremlins get in there and fuck with her chair, and she goes flying out the roof.
Okay.
Yeah, she died. But
Yeah, no doubt. I'm sure.
what a
That's probably why I thought that idea was cool.
what a Christmas movie.
because I've probably seen it before and like forgot I've seen it.
Uh, but yeah, like I assume you're gonna go.
To Heidi's thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
yeah,
As long as I don't have work, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a good time out there.
It always is, yes.
It was. They put it on. So I seen it on Facebook. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah. I'm really gonna be bummed about not being able to go with y'all this weekend
Yeah,
to that car show deal because
Yeah.
there's that guy from Gas Monkey Garage
yeah.
that's gonna be there, and I've always wanted to meet him. And I like learned so much mechanic knowledge through this person,
hmm
and I won't get to meet him. It really upsets me,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Well, I'll have him autograph my hand, and then I'll wash it off before you go. What? Be like, that's where it was.
Bring like a 2-inch wrench and like have him sign it.
A 2-inch wrench?
Yeah, like the size 2 inches. That's like 3 feet long. Yeah, have him get one of those and sign it.
Hey man, you got a 2-inch wrench?
No, bring one. We have one.
Yeah, you gonna carry that motherfucker all day?
Yo,
It's a 2-inch wrench.
yo. It's like 30 pounds.
Jesus. I'm fairly certain they probably have metal detectors, and I don't know how I'm going to get that through.
It's a wrench. What are you gonna do with a wrench?
You ever seen like an autopsy report and they're like, well, he was bludgeoned to death.
Well, you
I
can
feel
bludgeon
like
anybody with anything there. You can bludgeon someone with the chairs, with the purses, with it, like literally anything.
Well, yeah, but they're going to see you grab the chair. I mean, like, hey, you want to sign this? Clunk.
We're gonna see you grab a 3-foot wrench.
I'm just saying. I don't think they'd let me in.
Well, you should try, or like buy a hat from him and have him sign it or something.
I'll spend my money. It's my birthday.
Yeah, but it's for your baby. Please.
I think.
All right. That's gonna be really cool, though. I hope you guys have fun with it. I'm still very upset I'm not able to go, but whatever.
Well, next time.
Yeah, this guy's like super old now. There won't be another time.
I'll
He's
buy-
like your age.
okay.
Uh,
All right.
no, he's older than you, but he has like about the same age.
It's so weird when I like, because I was talking about it earlier, and I was telling them that you guys are taking me out to eat for my birthday and stuff, and they're like, oh, how old you turning? They're much younger than I am. Like they're still in their like late 20s, mid
Yeah.
20s, late 20s. Like, oh, how old you turning? And I'm like, 43. And he looked at me like so sad, like sympathetic,
Oh,
like
that poor guy.
man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like I mean, he's all like, "Oh, that's cool," but I could tell it was like,
He
man,
looked at you like you just got a disease or something. You were telling the news.
yeah, like,
Like, I got a tumor. Oh,
It's
poor
gonna-
guy. Poor guy.
it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Stay strong.
For the people.
Oh god, yeah, it was, good kid.
Yeah.
But it's so weird being able to like talk about somebody in their 20s and be all like, yeah, good kid. Like, I know there's some people listening to this that are like 43, you fucking baby.
Yeah.
Like,
That's most of our demographic
yeah,
are above 30.
yeah. Well, I mean, they feel me. They understand. They're all like, yeah, my hip hop's too.
My hip hop just listening to this.
Yeah. We got any plans like this week, like podcast wise, like I don't know. I mean, I think I'll have the money to probably do the hats this week. Well, it depends on how this car show thing goes.
Colin brought up the hats again today,
Uh-huh.
of course, like he does about every week.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're just so expensive. Like, custom hats, ordering them are expensive.
Yeah, I mean, they're not that bad, but I mean,
They're pretty bad.
like, I don't want to buy just two,
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to get, I mean, I ain't gonna buy 100, fuck that,
Yeah.
but,
But like 20? 20 would be doable.
yeah. So maybe not this week. We'll see how this car show thing goes.
Yeah.
If I spend a lot, then probably not, but
Which is likely.
more than likely, like I gotta pay off the bodyguard to let me in with a fucking 2-inch wrench.
And they might have a Kermit that you get to buy.
A Kermit?
A Kermit.
Who the fuck is Kermit? Like, I know
Kermit the
Kermit.
Frog?
I know Kermit the Frog, but why would it
I don't
be
know.
a...
I just thought of doing the voice. Fuck off.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to be at the car show for some reason.
Yeah.
Like,
He is going to be at the car show. He's one of the grease monkeys.
well, frog.
Yeah, whatever. You hurt my brain. Are we done yet?
Nah, there it is. You know, we got so many episodes without you going. Are we done yet? Like it just didn't feel like home.
We're at our time.
Like 5 minutes.
An hour and 10.
Yeah.
Whatever. We ran out of our topics, so we're just kind of making shit up now.
Well, that's the whole point of this.
I guess so.
Like you could
Every time I bring up something interesting, you're like, "Oh my god!"
I
Like John
challenge.
Stamos. That's the most interesting thing I can think of.
What is like?
Whatever happened to John Stamos?
Can I go in your room? I want to see if you got like a poster above your bed of John Stamos with his weird fucking belly button.
With it out, just in the sun.
It doesn't even
He's
have
on
his face.
vacation.
Doesn't even have his face on it. It's just fucking,
It's just
it's just his belly button. And you got a bunch of fucking Greek yogurt.
his belly button,
Cups
like
lying
wearing
around.
sunglasses.
You know, he was a spokesperson for Greek yogurt.
Was he really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah. He's like the only like. I mean, who else is a great movie or TV star or whatever?
I didn't even know John Stamos was Greek.
Yeah, man. You gotta dig into the lore.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you, man. That
Yeah.
poster's got to be worth something.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't know anything about Doja Cat or something.
Yes, I do. Don't you be questioning my Doja Cat knowledge.
Oh,
That's hot.
to tie in last week, I don't know if you know this, but they found the Hak Tui girl.
Yeah, she's a bartender.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did see that.
I just thought it was funny that there was a nationwide manhunt.
And her name's Kylie.
Haley.
I thought it was Kylie.
Haley.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think you're right.
Yeah, I wrote her a letter. Like, I would know.
What? I'm pretty sure it's Kylie.
I'm pretty sure it's Haley.
Fine.
Anyway,
I give up.
I just found it funny that there's like a whole fucking nationwide manhunt
For the Haktui era.
for that fucking Hak Tui one time.
Man, they made hats and shirts for her quick.
Yeah, she like went and autographed it.
Yeah.
Like I was like, how? I wonder how she felt.
Probably uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then I kind of wondered how her dad felt. Like
Probably worse.
I mean, that's kind of odd. That's not something you really want your daughter to be known for. Like like it's been 10 years. Like you're just trying to get through Walmart. The fame's gone, and then there's some random guy, is probably sleeveless, and probably has a Confederate flag tattoo or something. Hot tick,
Hot tick.
yeah, like it's not really that. I don't know how I would take it.
I probably take it with a hawk to it.
They did shit. I can't remember the name of the original song. And the mic's probably picking up you scratching your table.
My bad.
Yeah. Got a nervous tick or something.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
I got a sheet.
Oh. Well, you didn't tell me it was like that.
Well, why else would I bring it up?
I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game.
I am privet dogging.
All right. Well, before he starts barking on there, I hope everybody has a good week. For the people that have wished me happy birthday, thank you. For the people that are going to, thank you.
I wish you happy birthday when you get 45.
I really want to do that show for a thing at 45.
What?
I'm hoping to have one, like a Lincoln Continental by then.
Shit.
I'm gonna buy you a chauffeur hat.
You'll have a town car at most.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on, I'm a baller, but a baller on a budget.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't make it rain, but I can make it hail because I throw nickels at them. But yeah, I get you a chauffeur's hat,
Shit.
drive me around.
Why would I go and drive in a town car after hopping out the Lambo?
I don't care what you're driving. I am the chauffeur.
The
You
old Lambo truck.
drop me off in front of the door at the steakhouse.
Yeah.
I'll go in, have my steak and whiskey. You wait in the car.
You know, that's one thing I thought was kind of weird about myself.
What?
Is that, like, you know how most of my generation is like, oh, Lamborghini, you know? And, you know, I'm not big Lamborghini, but I am, like, big, like, Nissan or Dodge or whatever, you know? I would really like to have the Lamborghini truck.
I didn't know.
But it's not like a legit truck. It's like a sedan,
Uh-huh.
but it's really cool.
That's why they call it a truck.
Lambo truck. Hop out the Lambo truck.
Uh-huh.
Dogs barking at my Gucci slides.
We can't afford a Denali. Like,
You know, Denali is probably cheaper than a Lambo truck. Or
Yeah.
no, it's probably more expensive than a Lambo truck.
you think so?
I do think so. Like a full 2024 GMC Denali, I'm sure is more money than a Lambo truck.
I mean, be honest. Would you really buy a Denali?
No,
Like,
they're a waste of money.
okay, I thought I was crazy.
No, there's so much money for so little quality.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they're the most luxurious trucks on the market, but for being a truck, you should not spend that much money on a truck.
I feel like if I'm scared to scratch my truck, then I didn't really buy a truck.
Yeah, you bought a big car.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't want to fuck up my car,
Yeah,
but like the pickup, I mean, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's pickup supposed to be worked with.
Yeah, I got man shit to do. I mean, I got man shit I should do. I mean, let me put it that way. You know.
This groundhog's looking for a shadow. We got to get out of here.
All right. Shit, we didn't buy toilet paper for nothing. All right. Everybody have a good week.